A gun is raised, a scream, frozen in time. The muzzle flashes, lighting a horror too familiar. Peter Parker's thoughts echo in fragments. Stop the fear. Stop the pain. Stop the death. The scene bleeds with crimson light as a man falls. Uncle Ben. Peter watches the moments play out again. Helpless, and still, he wonders, if all he ever wanted was to stop the suffering. Why does he always fail? Spider-Man lunges from the shadows of memory, haunted by the face of an ordinary thief. The man who changed his world forever. Peter thinks, just a man. But how can a single man destroy a world? Peter awakens. Drenched in sweat, the nightmare's claws, still gripping his chest. Mary Jane reaches out, her voice gentle, grounding him. He clings to her warmth, her calm. She's not just comfort. She's his anchor. As he gets up to clear his mind, she offers a smile and a reminder. Be back in time for breakfast. He knows that without her, Peter's world would truly fall apart. Spider-Man swings through the city, framed by moonlight and memories. Peter reflects on the power of love, how Aunt May and Uncle Ben's kindness saved him from bitterness. Even after Ben's murder, Peter didn't give in to despair. May's belief and hope gave him strength. He clings to that legacy, praying that both Peter Parker and Spider-Man can live up to her example. He keeps going. Suddenly, a shift. Gotham's cold streets replace New York's. The same gun. The same terror. But this time it's Bruce Wayne reliving his nightmare. A child watches as his parents fall. Thomas cries out. Martha's body hits the pavement. The blast still rings in his ears. As Batman, he interrogates the same question that haunts Peter. Why am I always too late to save them? Batman crashes through the shadows like a force of nature, deadly, determined. Just a punk with a gun, he tells himself. The gunman laughs, always laughing. Bruce sees him not as a man but as death itself. A living nightmare that stalked him since that night. Now shirtless and trembling, Bruce relives the scream, the shots, the blood, and the crushing fear that one day the killer will return to finish the job. Batman wakes in his cavernous room, alone again. The dream is always the same. He's not the Batman in it, not even a man, just a boy sobbing in the dark, aching for his parents. The years have turned that boy into something else. That moment of blood and bullets forged him into a man with a mission. Alfred appears softly at the door, checking in. Before the two come face to face, Bruce is gone. Now cloaked in cape and fury, Batman glides across Gotham's skyline. He silently thanks Alfred for being the anchor he never deserved, but laments the wall between them, that can never be crossed. His fate was sealed with a gunshot. He wonders briefly what life might have been like if his parents had lived, filled with kindness and laughter. But it's a fleeting thought. The night owns him now. From dusk to dawn, he is the Batman, and nothing can ever change that. At the foreboding Ravencraft Institute, Cletus Cassetti, Carnage, grins behind containment glass. Basking in attention, he spins a mockery of trauma. Ignored by parents, desperate for love, cured now that he's confessed. The red symbiote writhes, barely contained. Carnage's charm is a blade, and he's pressing it against the bars of his cage. Carnage leans in, voice like venom. He taunts Kafka, mocking the idea that he's a product of abuse or tragedy. Maybe it's all true, or maybe he was born broken. He dares her to try fixing him, knowing it's futile. His promise is chilling. Either kill me or I'll break out. His obsession isn't power, it's blood. Carnage bursts free, glass shattering. Blood will flow like wine. He sneers, arms twisting like snakes. Dr. Kafka reels. Impossible. Yet Carnage defies all limits. Spider-Man dives in, fists flying, knowing any pause means death. Carnage's tendrils lash out. Spider-Man sees it. Everyone's doomed unless he acts fast. Colonel Jameson fires microwave guns, searing Carnage's symbiote. It writhes, screaming. Kafka warns it's temporary. True containment lies in Cassetti's mind, a near impossible task. Ethics fracture. Kafka begs for compassion, clinging to hope for Cassetti's soul. Dr. Cassandra Breyer, a government psychologist, offers a chilling fix. A cerebral implant. Less cure, more lobotomy. Control, not redemption. Kafka resists. Breyer pushes forward. Cassetti's body is bound. His mind next. Spider-Man challenges Breyer, but she shuts him down. It's done. Machines close in. Cassetti trembles, wired and trapped. Breyer insists it ends tonight. Spider-Man thinks to himself, I know Cassetti better than anyone. Kafka sees hope in his darkness. Spider-Man's torn between heart and logic. Breyer's resolute. Monsters like him can't change. If this works, it's just the start. The Joker dances across Gotham's rooftops, giddy over his latest masterpiece. Infecting bats with a virus that will send the entire city absolutely batty. But before he can unleash his flying plague, Batman strikes a blur of black fury. One punch, and Joker's theatrics are grounded. Forget it, Joker. The fun's over. Batman confronts the Joker with cold precision, revealing that he's been one step ahead the entire time. The virus-laced bats were moments from being unleashed, but Batman had been tracking him for weeks, outwitting every move. The Joker feigns surrender, acting weary and defeated. Batman offers a chance to avoid violence, but Joker lunges forward, biting Batman savagely in the neck. Stunned and disgusted, Batman recoils as the Joker cackles with manic glee. Arkham Asylum looms under moonlight, as Batman reflects. All these years, all these escapes. For what? Joker's laughter echoes through the walls, undeterred. Cassandra Breyer confronts Dr. Arkham with her pit. His asylum has failed, but her chip can succeed. She insists Joker's mind can be cracked, reshaped, rehabilitated. Arkham is skeptical, but Breyer offers proof. Take a look, she says, and opens the door. Cletus Cassetti steps forward, subdued, strangely meek. The guards stand down. Breyer is beaming. Her chip, she claims, has silenced not only Cassetti's violent urges, but forced the Carnage symbiote into dormancy. No rage, no hunger, just docile compliance. Dr. Kafka is skeptical, but Breyer pushes forward. This is the future. Cassetti is barely able to meet anyone's eye. Kafka sees a hollowed man, not peace, but mental suppression. Breyer basks in her success, already planning to implant the chip in the Joker. A new era has begun, she declares. A press conference unfolds outside Arkham. Cassandra Breyer, beaming with confidence, presents her triumph. Joker and Cletus Cassetti pacified and harmless, thanks to her biotechnic chip. The world watches as she announces plans to bring the procedure to Washington, to scale it nationwide. En route to Washington, Breyer rides with Joker and Cassetti in a secure convoy. She's confident. Her chip works. But suddenly, it begins. Carnage surges from within Cassetti, shredding the illusion. The chip failed. It never had control. The symbiote was only waiting. Carnage tears through the vehicle with one goal, to explode back into the world. Carnage storms the streets, dragging Joker with him. The slaughter begins. Guards panic. Breyer is paralyzed in Carnage's grip, as he sneers threats. Any move from the security team, and she dies. Carnage toys with her like prey, daring them to act. A nearby figure prepares. Batman reveals himself having infiltrated the convoy disguised as one of the guards. He's been watching since the beginning. He demands Carnage release Breyer, but the symbiote taunts him. Carnage relishes the chance for a showdown with the Bat. Batman urges him to spare Breyer. She only wanted to help. If it's blood Carnage wants, Batman offers himself. Carnage doesn't care for symbolism or obsession. To him, blood is blood and Batman is just another body. As he moves to strike Breyer, a web snaps through the air. Spider-Man arrives just in time, swinging her to safety. Batman and Spider-Man stand united again, facing pure chaos. Carnage lunges at Batman with a whirlwind of blades, ranting gleefully. Joker cowers behind the chaos, begging not to be taken. Carnage assures him he's the only one who's safe. Batman isn't so lucky. Carnage aims to dismember him, starting with his cowl. Batman growls that he doesn't need help, but Spider-Man lands a clean blow on Carnage anyway. Carnage plays mediator, mocking their bickering, as the two heroes clash over tactics mid-battle. Meanwhile, tendrils lash out at the guards, slashing, choking, shredding. Carnage turns his body into a storm of violence. Some are moments from being strangled by the living weapon, wrapped around Cassetti's mind. Carnage vanishes in the chaos, taking the Joker with him. Spider-Man and Batman regroup over the wounded, trying to figure out their next move. Spider-Man proposes a plan, but Batman immediately bristles, demanding to know why he's in Gotham. Spider-Man calmly explains Kafka brought him in for backup. Batman doesn't want him involved. This is his city, and he wants Spider-Man out of the way. Spider-Man pushes back. He's here to help, whether Batman likes it or not.